Hello, welcome to this Ask a Teacher webinar. My name is Simone Lund and I am a Let's Play Music teacher. And I'm excited to host you this morning at this webinar. I want to make sure that you get all of your questions answered. So I'm going to do a couple of modeling and showing some fun things here behind me that we've got. But I want to just quickly introduce myself. My name is Simone. I've been a Let's Play Music teacher in Gilbert, Arizona for 20 years. I love teaching the Let's Play Music program, and then I also added the Sound Beginnings program to my studios. So I now am teaching the kids of some of my students. It's really crazy how I've come full circle. But I enjoyed this extra income in my home. My family's enjoyed it, and it's been a huge part of my life, and a part of the community to be a Let's Play Music teacher. So with that, I want to just make sure that you guys know that I would love for you to put your name in the chat. So type your name in the chat so that I can take roll and see who had signed up and who attended and who was able to come. And then I can follow up with you. If you would type in your email too, that would be amazing. So that if you have any questions, you can email me and I can email you back. So type your name in the chat, type in your email as well. And then I want to tell you that just for showing up here today, just for coming to this webinar, you get $250 off of your licensing fees. So I'm going to talk to you about what licensing fees are and what that covers. But normally our licensing fees are $2,500, so $250 off just for showing up and giving me an hour of your time. That's how much we appreciate you and this hour that you're giving us. I'm also going to offer a waiving of the online fee. So if you want to train online so that you can teach in the next 2 months, that is an additional $250 fee that we're going to waive and say goodbye to because you joined us here. So that's actually a $500 discount that you are receiving with the $250 off the licensing fees and waiving of the $250 online fee. So I want you to type in the chat 500 because $500 is a lot of money and it's a really big deal. And that's how much we appreciate you. And that's how much we are excited for you to come and join the Let's Play Music family. So your name, your email, type $500 in the chat because $500 is worth your time and that you're going to spend here with me this morning. So now that we've gotten the discount going with $500 and we've gotten the names and the emails out of the way, let's get started. I want to show you what all of this is about and everything that is included in your licensing fees. So we're going to start with our first program. We have 3 programs that we offer. We have Sound Beginnings, which is our toddler program for ages 0 to 4 with a caregiver. We have our Let's Play Music program, which is for ages 4 to 6. And then we have our Presto program, which is for ages 7 through 12. So let's start with Sound Beginnings, the toddler program, and that's going to be over here on this wall. So we are going to show, this is everything that you're going to get. So I would love for you guys to see, can you see this lesson manual? These are the student materials. There are semester and they get a book and their cute tote bag. There are 6 semesters of Sound Beginnings. Sound Beginnings is a program that helps prepare students for Let's Play Music, but it also prepares them for kindergarten. There's lots of skills that we do in kindergarten. Reading, literacy, we have counting, numbers, days of the week, months of the year. We do lots of finger plays, lots of nursery rhymes and story time, and it's a great program to help prepare for kindergarten. What comes in the licensing fees for Sound Beginnings is all 6 semesters lesson plans. This is a huge book with all of the lesson plans in there detailed to the very minute. I want to show you guys how amazing these lesson plans are because you'll see 2 minutes for this activity, 2 minutes for that activity. Remember, these are ages 0 to 4, so 2 minutes on an activity is exactly what they need. So look at all of these lesson plans. You get the tone bells for your class. You get lots of visual aids. So you're going to need 6 semesters worth of visual aids. Things like this do re mi that you're going to cut out and laminate, but you're going to have 6 semesters worth. Some of it's posters and some of it fits inside this little handy dandy organizer. 6 semesters of visual aids and all of the marketing materials that you're going to need, including business training, including marketing training, including all of the things that the teacher support. All of that is included in your $2,500 licensing fees. So you get all of these visual aids, all of the teacher support, and all of the business support, all of the admin support, your own URL for your students to enroll on the website. All of that is included in your licensing fees of $2,500. You can pay that over 3 years. It's about $69 a month, no interest. So it's amazing. Plus, you're going to get $250 off. Remember that. There's a few things that are not included in your licensing fees, and those are class sets of instruments. These are egg shakers. These are tambourines. There's a few other class sets of instruments as well that's not included. You're going to need a speaker, a stretchy band, some scarves, dancing scarves, and this gathering drum. This is amazing and so much fun. And I use it in all of my classes, Sound Beginnings and Let's Play Music as well. It's optional in Let's Play Music, but it's required in Sound Beginnings. They run about $80 to $100 on Amazon. So these are not included in the licensing fees. And that's going to be over the 6 semesters, you're going to need to spend about an additional $500 to get all of the materials that you're going to need to teach the Sound Beginnings program that's not included in your licensing fees. So again, Sound Beginnings is for ages 0 to 4. It's 6 semesters, but they're non-sequential. So parents can jump in and out and have a great time with 1 semester, take a semester off, and then come back. Our Let's Play Music program is our next program that we're going to talk about, and that's over here on this table. So Let's Play Music is 3 years. So it's actually going to be 6 semesters as well, but you're going to have 1st year, 2nd year, and 3rd year of the curriculum. Same thing. This one, though, builds on it. So you're going to need to have the 1st year, and then the students are required to go into 2nd year. Look at these lesson plans. Bullet points, detailed, timestamps, everything that you need, exactly how to teach it and how to say it is outlined in these lesson plans. And they're like that for all 3 years. In addition to the lesson plans included in your licensing fee, again, all of the visual aids that you're going to need. This lovely magnet board is included, and it's also included in Sound Beginnings. You're also going to get lots of marketing materials because you're going to need to know how to get people to come to your class. So we give you all of that. We have printed materials and digital materials. These are the student materials that are included. In the 1st year, we have workbooks and tone bells. In the 2nd year, you've got your books, songbooks and workbooks, a bubble hand. All of the music is on the Let's Play Music app, which I want to show you. This app is fantastic. It is beautifully organized. All of the albums are here that the students are going to be listening to for each of the curricula. You just click on the album and you click on the songs. There's even an explanation of why we have that song and the purpose and the things that we're learning for that song. So this app is fantastic. It's the main source of how our parents are going to listen to the music and children are going to listen to the music. It has some other features down here as well that are useful for parents and teachers. But this app is fantastic for listening to the music, and those are all included in your licensing fees. I'm going to have a step back and look at my feet. This floor staff is included in your Let's Play Music and Presto licensing. So you can have students be the notes. You can have students making intervals. You can have students building scales. But this is part of our curriculum to experience the full body involvement. And this is included. It's a heavy duty vinyl, and the lines are printed on it. It's 10 feet by 8 feet. It's beautiful, and it lasts forever. So this is included in your licensing fee, as well as all of these items on the table, plus 3 years worth of training and 3 years worth of certification and mentoring and coaching. So that's our Let's Play Music curriculum for ages 4 to 6. It's a wonderful class that teaches piano skills. It teaches ear training. It teaches how to transpose from one key to another key. It teaches composition skills. We have a great program to help children understand the fundamentals of chord theory so that when it comes time to write their own song, to compose their own piece, they're going to do that at their 3rd year graduate recital. It is fantastic. And remember, these kids are starting ages 4 to 6, so they're graduating about ages, 7 to 8, which means for a 7 to 8-year-old to write their own piece, to have a solid knowledge of chord theory, means that they are a total musician. They understand the language of music. They understand the components of music. And that's what we're trying to build, is a total musician, so that they can go into any instrument, any field, any musical endeavor and be successful, because they have the ear training and the chord theory and the foundation already in them since they were 4 to 6 years old. It's a beautiful way to start a young child off, because their hands are a little bit too small for the piano. And when we use their 4 to 6-year-old hands on a set of tone bells that's mimicking the layout of a piano, but it enables them to get the ear training and that solid foundation before we put them on the piano in the 2nd and the 3rd year, and build those skills up so that they are a great pianist and a great musician. So we solve that little dilemma by being able to take the opportunity to capture their hearing and their oral skills at that young age, but transfer that into their piano skills when they're older. So if you have a student that misses the 4 to 6 year age window for Let's Play Music, that's when we're going to start on Presto. So I'm going to head over to this table where our Presto materials are featured. So all of these items are included in the Presto licensing agreement, as well as that vinyl floor staff. So Presto is actually 2 years. You're going to get 2 years worth of very detailed lesson plans. I'll show you these again. Look at this, everything you're gonna need. It's all outlined, what songs you're going to be doing, the keys you're in, the bullet points of how it's going to flow, what you need to say, where to transition from a keyboard area to a listening area. All of that is detailed in 60 lesson plans. So Presto is a 2-year program with 60 lesson plans. Again, you're gonna get all the student materials. This is our 1st year of Presto. These are the student materials. 2nd year of Presto with this cute tote bag, plus all of the visual aids that you're going to need as well, and 5 sets of tone bells, a class set of tone bells, so that your students can start identifying keyboard geography with tone bells and then adding it to the piano. So Presto is our program that is very similar to Let's Play Music, but it's been adapted for an older beginner. And because they're an older beginner, we can take advantage of more technique. We can take advantage of a deeper dive into music history, which is a little bit different than Let's Play Music. So with Presto, you are getting music history, more technique, and a solid musical foundation, again, in chord theory and in transposing into composition skills as well. These kiddos will be successful graduates between ages, 10 to 12. They can then step into private lessons and just thrive and soar in that next step. I want to show you really quick. This is what the materials look like when most teachers have prepped them and they're storing them in this cute little filing cabinet thing. But you're going to laminate them and cut them out, put them on some sticks if you need to. But these are all of the things that you're getting in this visual aids packet. This is what it looks like when it's prepared and ready to go. So you would pull this out to teach, prep your space, and that would be it. So let's talk about space, since I just mentioned that. You can kind of see in this room, I'm going to back up a little bit. This room is about the size of maybe a 2-car garage. And you're going to want to think about that, because you're going to have a lot of parents and students moving and experiencing music with their full body. So you definitely want some movement area that's big enough for that. When you are in sound beginnings, you just need an area for a listening area that's a little bit closer and an active area. If that's the same room, you'll face different walls. If it's 2 different rooms, that's great as well. So for Let's Play Music and Presto, you're going to need some keyboards. And that's where we're going to show you the piano lab. So this is a great example of a studio, or if you have a space that you can set up keyboards. These are full-size pianos, fully weighted keys, and we have 8 of them in this space, and it's fantastic. That's the beauty about teaching group lessons, is you can get 8 students at once rather than just one-on-one private lessons. So these are beautiful piano labs for Presto. You're going to need the fully weighted keys, and that's because we are focusing on technique. And they're older too. So we want to make sure that our piano space is professional, and it's also available for students. I'm going to walk out now of our piano room, and I'm going to show you our keyboard here. So this is not included in your licensing fees, and the piano lab is not included either. I wish it was, but we can't do that. So for Let's Play Music, we're just looking at a keyboard like this, 61 keys, just a normal piano or a keyboard here like that. So this is perfect for our Let's Play Music students. They're younger, ages 5, and so we're not definitely working on the fully weighted keys. These are their books. Some other things that are not included are your Echo Ed Puppet. We're going to see a little bit of that in a second. Other things that are not included, like I said, the keyboard area in Presto and in Let's Play Music, a gathering drum is not included, so you'll want to get those. And this fun keyboard floor mat here. This is something that we use in our Presto curriculum that's not included in your licensing fees. So we kind of talked about space, and we've talked about what's included in your materials, in your licensing fees, and now I just want to talk about prep and time. So time is very valuable, and that's why I would highly encourage, if you're going to start group lessons, that I would teach at least 3 classes. So if you are preparing your materials and you're getting your room all set up to teach, and you're studying your lesson plan really intently so that you understand how the flow is and the concepts and the sequence of those things, you're going to want to teach that lesson 3 times. The first time, it's always going to be rough. There's going to be some bumps along the way. The second time, it's going to get better. And the third time, you're going to have a lot of fun. And that's the goal, is for you to enjoy teaching, have a lot of fun, and also make good money. So if you can teach 3 classes at a first-year level, and then those would move up into second level, and then you'd recruit 3 more new first-year classes, and then everybody would advance up to the next level, you could be tripling your studio size in 3 years, going from 3 classes to 9 that quick. And you could build a studio from as many as 20 students up to 60 or 80, depending on how often you want to teach. So you get to set your own schedule. You get to make your own days and class times that you want to teach. And then you get to recruit your own students in your area. And we will totally help you do that. We've got lots of training on how to help you recruit students and get them into your classes. So we've talked about the licensing fees. We've talked about the space. The time that you need to prep for a Let's Play Music and Presto class is going to be about, in the very beginning, it might take up to 2 hours, 1.5 to 2 hours to prepare to teach one lesson. That's so you can study the curriculum, you can listen to the albums, you can make sure that you've said things in your head and you've done a little dress rehearsal lesson so that you can understand the flow and things like that. So if you're preparing 2 hours to teach one class, you might as well teach 3, because your prep time is the same whether you're teaching 1 class or 3 classes. So that's why we recommend that you try and get 3 classes so that you can at least get that return on your investment, and your prep time is the same whether you're teaching 1 class versus 3. So that's my encouragement for you. If you've got a great space like this, it would be fantastic for you to use. Otherwise, you can maybe accommodate things in your home or in a commercial studio that will help. So you're prepping about 1.5 to 2 hours for Let's Play Music and Presto lesson. For Sound Beginnings, your prep is a little bit less. It's only a 30-minute class, so I would guess that your preparation is 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Again, if you're prepping once, you might as well teach that class multiple times so that you can get the best return on your investment. So I want to give you a couple of reasons why plugging into an established curriculum will benefit you. And then I'm going to open it up for questions. So the first thing that I would say about having a program that is established is that Let's Play Music is a research-based curriculum, meaning we have all of the research from Zoltan Kodály, Carl Orff, and Emile Jacques Dalcroze incorporated into all of our curricula. And those teachers and their foundations and philosophies are woven into everything, which makes learning fun, which makes learning engaging, and which makes it a full body experiential experience, I should say, a full body experience. Also, the nice thing about tapping into a company that's been around for more than 20 years is we have the website, we have the marketing, we have the administrative staff, we have the training teams that can support you. All of these things are here for you, for your benefit, and we want to help you succeed and help you grow. And that has taken us a long time to build, and so we want you to reap the benefits of it. We have a teachers forum where teachers can collaborate and join forces and share ideas, and that has been a remarkable community for you to join. We also have meetings that we use, like these webinars that are educational for teachers, but we have an annual teacher convention where we can get together in person, as many as can come. Last summer we had a convention and it was over 200 people, 200 of our teachers came. We have over 400 nationwide, so that's half of our teachers were able to come in person and gather this past summer. And it was a phenomenal experience. The community and the family, the Let's Play Music family here is amazing. You will love it, I guarantee it. So those are some really great reasons that I want to share with you about why tapping into an established curriculum with the lesson plans, the visual aids, everything that's included in those licensing fees, and why group lessons will benefit you the best to have fun, to make money while you're teaching, and to make the most of your time. So I think I'm ready to open it up for questions. So I'm actually going to switch over to my computer, and I'm going to field some questions while I share a couple of slides with you and the website so that you can navigate the application process and things like that. So I'm going to head over to my computer and turn that camera on, and I'll meet you in just a second. All right. Hello. Okay, I'm back in my computer. You can see the studio behind me. But I just wanted to share a couple of things that some teachers have said about our program, just so that you get an idea, and then we'll open it up for questions. This cute teacher, let me just share my screen here really quick. Just as a reminder, I'd love for you guys to type your name into the chat and your email so that I can just make sure that I know who's here. That would be amazing. So this is Sonia Zog. Sonia just started her second year of teaching. And this is what she said about becoming a Let's Play Music teacher. She was so grateful to found it. This opportunity filled her life with joy. She loves the curriculum, the prep time. It's nice working from home. So she has built this studio in her home. And she says, I love the money. I know that sounds funny, but we all have bills to pay. And I can make more money in less time than I did as a substitute teacher, which for her was exhausting. And more than I make as a private piano teacher, which is definitely true because 8 students in an hour is definitely more than 2. And it was getting hard and a little boring for her to be a private piano teacher. And she said, I actually like recruiting. Recruiting has been easy because I feel so confident that this program is amazing. So that's just a teacher who's brand new. She's just starting her second year of teaching. This is an established teacher. This is Jamie. Jamie's been teaching for 12 plus years, and these are all of her Echo Ed family members that she's pictured with. I showed you that on the keyboard, and this is all of hers that she uses in her studio, which I think is so cute. But she says she's making 4 times more per hour than what she was making as a private teacher. And she's not as worn down because teaching group classes is so much fun versus the one-on-one. She can teach more classes and have more energy, and is really making 10 times more than what she was previously as a private teacher. She says, you've got yourself a great program when kids love it, parents love it, and teachers love it. And I would totally agree with that. It is a fantastic program. So I would love to open it up for questions. You can either type them in the chat, you can turn your camera on and you can ask questions for me. But this is Ask a Teacher. So I've kind of introduced everything, and I hopefully have given you a chance to think of your questions now that you've seen it so that you'll know what you can ask. But if you're ready, let's see if you have any questions. All right. How do I say your name? Is it Mayuka?
Miyuki, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. I think I kind of contact with you a few months ago, but then I decided not to, and I just I've been teaching as a private teacher like less than a year, and somebody asked me to, teach piano, and then I was gonna join you, but then I started by myself. And then I'm a little bit stuck. I need a manual, and then I start I don't know, consider about this program. And my question, I have a few questions. So let's play music. Age 4 to 7, is that, I mean, 4 to 6, is that really strict? Like somebody just became 6 or almost 7, or I see, some are mature or some are more baby side. Is that very strict, the age?
So I would, yes, strict in the sense that if somebody is, it kind of is up to the teacher. If you have a student that is turning 4, maybe a month or 2 after you're starting your classes, you could make that exception and have them join. Or if they're turning 7, sometime during that year, you could have them join. That would be fine. If they are already 7, I would highly recommend that they do the Presto program if that's available for them, because a 7-year-old and a 4-year-old in the same class are a different dynamic. And you're going to want to make sure that the 7-year-old can kind of overpower a 4-year-old sometimes. And if you think about a 7-year-old is a second grader, and then a 4-year-old is before, pre-kindergarten, the curriculum is built for that, kindergarten-ish age. And so to have a 7-year-old that might just feel like, oh, this curriculum I'm too smart for this. And we do really try to stick within that 4 to 6 range. You have a little bit of flexibility, but I highly recommend that you stay within that range, because that's what the curriculum was written for. And you're going to have the most success recruiting the students who the curriculum was written for, right?
Okay. I'm interested in Let's Play Music and Presto. How people usually do, like first my age, I have like about 12 students right now, and then 4 to 6 is 3, 7 to 12 is 7 kids. I don't know what to do. I mean,
yeah, that's a tough choice. So I would recommend that you start with the one that you have the most students for, that age range. So if that's music or Presto, I would start with that one. And then you're going to, let's say it's Presto. You're going to start with Presto, and you're going to be trained in the first year of the curriculum, and then you're teaching that first year. Then you're going to be trained in the second year of the curriculum, and then you're going to teach that second year. So training will take 2 years. And then once you've done both those years of training, you can add Let's Play Music for a discount, because you're already a teacher with us. So the licensing fee for adding an additional curriculum to an existing studio is actually half the cost.
Wow, that's good.
So you don't have to pay the $2,500 twice. You're just going to pay that for your first curriculum, and then you can always add on an additional curriculum. That's what I did. I started with Let's Play Music, and then I Sound Beginnings. And the nice thing about Sound Beginnings is it does feed directly into your Let's Play Music program. The Let's Play Music and the Presto are separate. They don't feed into the other one. Okay. So I would recommend that, like, you would just you're going to want to think about that. Those are generally very separate. And Some of our teachers have had, some parents still want the group lessons and they don't care that the concepts are similar and that they overlap. And so they'll say, keep going with group lessons. My kids love it. And so after Let's Play Music, I do want them in Presto. That's a parent's choice, but the
Right.
curriculum isn't built that way, if that makes sense.
I see. So let's say if I start Let's Play Music, I should wait 3 years to get next level. I cannot go ahead.
You
Uh,
would have to wait 3 years for the Presto level, but you could add on Sound Beginnings sooner.
Oh, Sound Beginning can be sooner. Okay.
Sound Beginnings can be sooner. Presto, you would have to wait until all 3 years of Let's Play Music are completed.
Like even though I have already that age kids, so those age kids cannot really learn Presto because they become way too old by the time 3 years.
Right. So that's why I'm like, you would have to pick either Let's Play Music or Presto to start with.
Right.
Yeah. And then you could add on. And that's mainly because the
Mhm.
curriculum for a teacher is
Mhm.
very it's a lot of material to absorb, and it's a
I
lot
got
of talks to learn, and it's a lot of
I-
lessons to study. So
Right.
the other thing is we found that splitting recruiting efforts between two curriculum, if you start two different programs at the same time,
Right.
recruiting
Right.
for Lesson, you're recruiting for Let's Play Music, and that becomes really difficult. So it's
Mhm.
more successful to start with one,
Oh,
build
right.
it, and then add an additional one.
Right. Okay. Got it. And then so but Sound Beginning I can do sooner.
Yes, with Sound Beginnings, you can do sooner. That curriculum, because it's
Mhm.
non-sequential, you're
Mhm.
just getting one training and they train you for
Mhm.
all 6 semesters. And
Mhm.
and so that's just a one training
I
time.
see.
So you could
Mhm.
train for those 6 semesters all at once, and then you would just jump in and teach one semester at a time,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
it's not going to build on the concepts from each semester.
I think that the licensing fee is if I pay Let's Play Music, is there any discount for Sound Beginning?
Yes. So once you start, become a teacher, you start a license fee, either a license with Let's Play Music, or a license with Presto, or a license with Sound Beginnings. Once you start one of those licenses and then you add on another curriculum, that would be at a discount.
Okay, like what? Let's say if I'm gonna do Sound Beginning, what half of? Okay, great. In the Sound Beginning is that 1,700 or
No,
that's my
Sound
own?
Beginnings is 2,500.
Oh, okay.
It's
So everything is 2,500.
correct.
Okay, I
Each
have all the information. It says 1,700 Sound
The
Beginning.
old information, yeah. So it is 17, it is 2,500 for Sound Beginnings, Let's Play Music, and Prep.
Everything. Okay.
I
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna share my screen with you really quick so that you can see the website here, and I think that'll help you out a lot. So move that over. Here we go. So here's our Become a Teacher web page. This is our homepage, and then I clicked right here on this Become a Teacher button. And then when I'm scrolling down, you can see all of the things are included in that licensing fee, and
Right.
all is $2,500. And then each of these programs. Now I love to click on this button here, and it helps to compare. So if you were to look, if you were to look at this many families and you're having, 3 classes, this is your monthly income based on the 3 classes, tuition, the projected tuition. There are a couple of other fees, like the licensing fee that we talked about, the teacher support fee. So that covers your website URL, that covers the app, that covers the mentoring and the coaching that you get from the training teams, and that covers our office administrative services that we give to you and to the parents. So that is $5, $7 for Let's Play Music, and $8 for Presto.
Yeah. I took all those things.
Gotcha.
Very,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then these are the additional things that are included in licensing fees. This is the time that we already talked about and things like that. So this is a good place for you to see like, okay, these are the costs and this is what I'm looking at here.
Right.
The other thing that you can look at is this Show Me the Money. This one is a great thing that really breaks it down based on how many students you have and which
Right.
you want to teach.
Right. I see. On Let's Play Music, it says I should get finale. You're gonna have a training. I'm really interested in having a finale, but you're gonna train me to use how to use it?
We train our teachers on how to use music software. So if you
Right.
want Finale, that's fine. And we have some teachers who use MuseScore and other things, but we give a
And-
general training on how to use
Mhm.
the software for those things, so that when it comes time for you to help your student compose their piece, you
Right.
would be the one that would type that into the software, print it out.
Right.
So that's part of your third year training.
Sorry, I'm asking too many questions. I hope it's okay. I have more questions. Is that okay?
Let's ask one more, and then maybe if Brianna or Julie wants to ask another one, we can.
One more question. I checked, and I also once I almost applied, and then I know I have to I have to make a video, so that have to include five kids and the parents. Rest, I guess not, huh?
Actually changed that requirement. So you don't need to have any students in your video. It's just you pretending teaching students.
People there. Okay. And the space to show space.
Yeah, we do want to see your space.
Okay, but no kids and parents. Yeah. Okay.
Nope, no kids or parents are required.
Okay.
How about
Thank you.
pause those questions, and then if we have Brianna or Julie that has more questions.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Let's see if anybody else has other questions, and if not, we can keep going. But Brianna or Julie, if you have questions, I'm happy to answer them as well. Brianna, I don't think I have any questions. Okay, very cool. Julie, if you have any questions, you can type them into the chat, or you can unmute yourself and ask away. Either way is totally fine with me. It was brought up earlier about the demo video. So I'm going to go back to the website and I'm going to show you where to apply. So let me just share my screen again really quick. And then I'll show you guys where, I gotta move where you're going to apply. Up here at the top, there's a button, and this was probably in the emails that you got as well. So there's apply now, and you're going to click on that application. This takes about 5 minutes for you to fill out. We just want to get to know you a little bit. See, it's nice and short and sweet. Once you submit that application, then we're going to email you some demo video instructions. That's what was brought up earlier. So the demo video is just going to be a few activities, and there's no students or parents required. You're just going to set up your phone or an iPad or something to record you, and you're going to demonstrate the fact that you can sing in tune, that you can keep a steady beat, that you can play the piano. We want to see those skills for Let's Play Music and Presto. But we also just want you to have a natural singing voice where you can sing in tune a cappella, and that's for Sound Beginnings and for all of our curriculum as well. So that's part of the process, is submitting that demo video. Afterwards, we're going to have you interview with Dave. He's the owner of Let's Play Music. His wife, Shelly, created the curriculum. After your interview with Dave, then you're going to get started. You're going to sign your licensing agreement. You're going to set up those licensing fee payments. And then we're going to start the onboarding and start you setting up your business. And if you wanted to teach, you can do that at any time. It's a great program because it's 8 months worth of teaching. So you have 30 lessons that you're going to need to get through. So that's it's great broken up into 15 weeks. So if you wanted to teach, you could follow the school calendar, or you could start in October, you could start in January. Anytime that you start one in February or March, but the idea is whenever you start that class, you're going to teach all of those lesson plans in that year or in that semester for Sound Beginnings. And then once that is done, you're going to move on to the next semester. So hopefully that helps you. Any other Julie's got something in the chat. Being able to get the students to make it cost effective is a big worry. Tell me a little bit more about your marketing. All right, Julie, that's a great question. And I know that it's a worry for not just you, but a lot of people. So let me answer Julie's question and then I'll get to Brianna's. In terms of marketing, I displayed some of our printed materials, but we also have modules, I would say, sorry. It's a training specific for recruiting. We have 3 different ones depending on your level of experience and what how comfortable you are. But the idea is we want to dive deep into how to make you a successful recruiter. So we have social media posts that you can copy from us and you can post on share on your own. We have printed marketing materials that you can use in your community, including, flyers, invitations. We have yard signs that you can have printed yourself, but there are ways for you to market. We also provide our main source of recruiting is a free sample class. So we train our new teachers to host a free sample class, host a free class, and to get as many people to come to that class as they can. And then we coach you on how to follow up with these parents, what to say, how to say it, how to make it enticing, how to make it clear. All of those things is part of our mentoring and coaching that we provide of our teachers. So we have modules for you to watch. We have one-on-one coaching that we can give you. The sample class is going to be the best way for you to recruit students. And then we help you on how to follow up with those parents who attended the sample class. All of that is included in the licensing fees that we try and help you be as successful as you want to be. And so the goal is for you, though, to do the recruiting. You're going to have to put in the work. And I like to tell teachers that if you want 3 classes, that's 20 students, you might have to talk to 60 people in order to get those 20 students. Those are just common marketing numbers that you really need to open yourself up to talking to everybody that moves. And if they have a child that's the age of the curriculum you're teaching, you're going to want to let them know that you have this amazing program, that you are offering something that's a gift for their family and for their child, and that they need to have this in their life. And we help you coach through all of that. So hopefully that helps you understand our marketing perspective. We try to help you as the teacher be a good marketer. Brianna asked a question about, so do you teach 8 months straight, or how do you split up the semesters? So I would say the majority of our teachers, about 90% of our teachers, follow a school calendar. So they start their first semester in the fall when school starts. They take off a break for, Christmas, and then they start the second semester in January and end, at the end of the school year in May or so. There are teachers like myself that I started a class in January, and you can start a class in January, take the summer off, and finish the second semester in the fall. We also have teachers who teach year-round, which means they start a class in September. They'll teach that first semester, then the second semester. They end that semester in May, and they start the next year that very, sometime in May, and they keep going. So the beauty of this is that as your own business owner, as your own studio owner, you can set your schedule. So if you have parents that want to go year round, then accommodate them and teach a class year round. If you have parents that like sticking with the school calendar, then you can have classes at that time too. So you get to make your own calendar, but once you start a class, you have to teach all 30 of those lessons. Whether you take a break in between, that's totally up to you, but you have to finish. So hopefully that helps. Julie, Brianna, any other questions? Or Mayuka, how can I help? What other questions do you have?
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, great. So I'm I'm in a Jewish community. I'm Jewish. I don't look like, but and then I was nursery school teacher, so I I'm already getting some like from community, and they have a lot of kids, and anyway, so I don't use Christmas song, and so is that okay? And I mean, I might have to like create like a Hanukkah song or like something.
So, so part of the nice thing about our curriculum is all of the repertoire is there. And you
Okay,
don't need to add any other songs. You don't need to write your own songs or create songs.
right,
Yes, we do have holiday songs in there, but the holiday songs are meant to teach musical concepts. They're not
right,
meant to bring any type of religion, and that
right,
does follow the National Music Teachers
right,
Association.
right.
So holiday
Mhm.
music is meant to teach musical concepts, and that's
Right.
what we do.
Okay. I tell
So that is
parents.
part of the program. We discourage and actually don't want teachers to add songs or change
Okay.
songs or put in new songs. That's
Good.
not part of the curriculum, and we want to make
Oh,
sure that the
okay.
brand curriculum stays intact.
Okay. No, it's good, good. That's why I asked. Yeah. Okay. I thought I have. Oh, so like let's play music is a 3 years program. So what the successful way, how often I should open up for beginning student?
So Let's Play Music is a 3-year program, which means you're always going to, if you want to start a new first year
Hmm.
class,
Hmm.
you're going to do that, as often as you want. So if you want to start a first year class in October, then you're going to
Hmm.
teach that first year class. But then you're like, you know what? I've got 5 students, 6, 7 students here that are interested.
Right.
I'm just going to start another class in January,
Hmm.
November. So you have one class that's starting in September. You're going to teach all of those lessons. And if you
Hmm.
decide to start another class in November or January, you're going to be teaching different lessons at different times. But you
Okay.
can start a new class whenever you
Hmm.
want, and
Hmm.
then they will level up to the next level 2 and level 3 as soon as
Hmm.
they have completed level 1.
Okay. And
Um,
what's the recommended kids per class for Let's Play Music and the Presto?
Say that again. What's the recommended what?
What, how many kids should I have for each class?
Great question. And I'm sorry I didn't address this earlier. So for our Let's Play Music classes, we ask that you have a minimum of 5 students, but
Oh.
ideally,
Mhm.
7 to 8 students is a great size for class.
Okay.
So
Wow.
at minimum, you have 5, but I
Mhm.
like to recruit 8 because occasionally I will have a student that moves, and
Right.
and I want to maintain like that big class size, because once I move into level 2, it's hard for me to get new level 2 students unless they're coming from another teacher, because
Right.
they have to have that first year in order to
I,
go into the second year. So
right.
that's why I want to have a big class so that when I go into the second year and the third year, I still have I can still retain as many of those students moving up to each level. So ideally, Let's Play Music, 6 to 8 kids.
I see.
For
Mhm.
Presto, the
Mhm.
minimum number of students is 3, but we like to
Mhm.
say 4 to 5. So if
5.
you, yeah, 4-ish, 4 to 5
Okay.
students in Presto, that would be great. Minimum of 3. But for Presto, you do have to have full pianos, full size
Right.
pianos, fully weighted.
Right.
And
Right.
that can be kind of an expense. So 4 pianos, could cost you a few $1,000s. So
The piano, do you show me? I have like Yamaha's, like full.
yeah, these are Yamahas.
Yamaha. Yeah, I know it's a good one. Yeah, okay. I think the price got higher, but yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, and also Let's Play Music and the Presto. The parents also have to come in whole time.
So there's a great distinction between our Presto and Let's Play Music program. For Presto, because they are older students, the parents do not attend class every week. They're only attending once a semester at the very end to showcase what the students have learned. So the parents are not coming every week for Presto. It's just students. The beauty of that is there's so much support in the Presto books with QR codes that the students and I'm sorry, the parents can scan and they can watch a video to support them on how to practice with their students at home. So Presto, no parents are coming every week. But because Let's Play Music is for littles, they're 4, 5, 6 years old, that's a little too young to send them on their own. And so the parents attend in that first year of Let's Play Music every other week. So they are attending on the odd numbered lessons, which is a great way for the parents to be involved. There's a lot of bonding that happens in those classes and a lot of learning. And so we want to build that bond and build that foundation of learning. Then in the second year and the third year, when the students are a little older and they're on the keyboards, then the parents are coming once a month.
That's a requirement?
It's required. Yeah. There's still that parent involvement. There is so much success that comes when the parent is involved and the parent knows what's going on. And so to bring them into class, to put parents on the keyboard as well and have students teach their parents, it creates a bond and it creates that great foundation so that when they go home to practice during the it's not awkward and mom doesn't know what you're talking about. Well, mom was in class, so she does, It helps
Okay, one more
the child.
Okay, that's I really agree. So one more question is I was looking around your site and then you have like new what is called the online system or something? Is that included?
We have Let's Play Music online only for those students who do not have an in-person teacher living near them. So we have our in-person teachers that we want to protect their licensing agreement. And so we want to make sure that the students who are local to them are coming to them. We have online students who do not have an in-person teacher near them, but still want the Let's Play Music experience. So they are watching our company, our corporate videos that we have pre-recorded. They are watching and doing the program that way, only because there's not an in-person class.
Right. Okay, so it's not like a certified teacher can use that online system.
No, a certified teacher does not use the online system. A certified teacher is to teach in-person classes.
I see. I'm in Missouri. I heard there's no teacher. I don't know at this point, but a few months ago. And then I have the community very close by and also not so close by. And, just because they have to drive 1 hour, they don't want to come. But I mean, so those people I can just recommend to use online class.
Correct. We have a licensing agreement allows a teacher to recruit within a 30-mile radius. So if there is a student beyond that 30 miles that wants to travel, that's great. But if they are outside of those 30 miles, then they could qualify for to be an online student.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So hang on, I'm going to answer. Brianna typed a question into the chat. If you have another one, let me do Brianna's first, okay? So can you have your own kids in your class? And how would that work if you're a parent and a teacher? So yes, you can have your own kids in class. And that can be great. I highly recommend that if you do that, on the parent weeks, you have another adult, whether it's dad or grandma, grandpa, or you have another adult with your child on the parent days, because they still need a parent to bond with, a parent to interact with. And it helps because you can focus on being the professional teacher. If you have one of your own children in class, maintain a boundary of, I am in teacher mode right now. I am a professional teacher. These people are paying me for my services, and I have to maintain a professional atmosphere. So if your child is throwing a fit, you need to have a backup plan. If your child wants mom isn't here right now because I'm teacher, I'm not mom. Does that make sense? So you're going to need to work on that. It is possible as long as you maintain a very professional boundary so that when parents are paying for your classes, they're not paying for, to watch you have a meltdown with your own child. So we want to make sure that that is still in a professional mode, which is why I recommend having another adult there to help with those things. Anytime a child has a meltdown, I have a chill out spot, and that's what I call it. And I just say, it looks like you need to chill out for a second. And then when you're ready, we'd love to have you come join us in class. And I talk the kids through that. And so that would be for your own child or for any student who is, needs a little break. And taking that break will help them to regroup and settle down so that they can come back and join the class. So those are some strategies we will give you, but you definitely would want to have another adult there on the parent weeks so that your child has that experience with that adult and you can maintain a teacher professional boundary. That's a great question. Any other questions? Julie or Mayuka or Brianna, you can type in the chat or ask. Anything else? Don't forget that you get $250 off just for showing up here today, just for being here and having this hour with me. I appreciate your time. So you get $250 off of the licensing fees. And if you decide to train, you're also going to get $250 off of the online training. So that online training fee is going to be waived and you're going to get that for free as well. So you're going to get up to $500 off. You're going to fill out this application. It's super easy. Like I said, it takes 5 minutes. You're going to send us a demo video. The demo video should only take you about 10 to 15 minutes to record. It's pretty simple. We just want to see your energy. We want to see your musicality. And then you're going to be off and running to interview with Dave and set up those licensing fees. So you should get a follow-up email after this. If you have any questions, I'm going to type my email into the chat. My name is Simone Lund, and my email is just my name at letsplaymusicsite.com. So I'm going to send that so that you guys have that in the chat. SYMONELUND at letsplaymusicsite.com. That's my email address, and I'm totally available to answer questions. If you ever want to talk to me over the phone, you can call the office, and I'm going to type that number into the chat as well. That is the Let's Play Music office line, and they'll just connect you to my line. It's 480-840-1969. So I appreciate you guys coming. I appreciate your time. I'm just going to stay on for questions, and if you need to go, I totally understand, but thank you so much. Get your $250 off. It doesn't hurt to apply just to see what opportunities lie in store for you. But I've been a teacher for 20 years and it's been the best thing. I love teaching. I can't believe I get paid to play because that's exactly what it feels like. I am just playing while I teach. I'm having fun. I love the kiddos. And it's just a great way for me to earn that money with the group lessons versus private lessons. So thanks, you guys. Appreciate your time. Stick around if you have more questions. Happy to help.
I got quick. Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Okay, so I have some student and I try to recruit, but then I'm sure not everybody will join this program. So I don't know. So I don't know. So how does it work? So okay. So I read parents will get kids material directly from you. So that's how you understand how many students I have for this. That okay. Good. Okay. So yeah, okay. I can't hear. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
So I'll just kind of walk through that a little bit. So your plan is you're going to have the free sample classes, right? You're going to teach a lesson and you're going to invite parents and children to come and experience that class. And then you're going to talk to the parents about the program. If it's Let's Play Music 3 years, if it's Presto, the 2 years, talk to them about the program. And then you're going to show them all the materials, show them what they're going to be purchasing. When a parent enrolls, they're going to enroll on through our website. And we give every teacher a unique URL. So you're going to give that URL, that website link to your parents, and it's going to have all the classes listed. And you're going to set that up. You're going to set up what day you want to teach, the times you want to teach. And then the parent is going to click on that class and they're going to purchase the materials from our website and they're going to pay for the materials to us.
And then so you know who's
yeah. Then we have the name of everybody on your roster. Then we're going to package up all of those materials and we're going to mail them directly to you. You, the teacher, are going to distribute the materials to the parents before classes start. Okay. And so that way you have control. If somebody drops and they decide not to do the program, you're going to keep those materials. You're going to return them to the office because a student is only allowed to have materials if they are enrolled in class. And then we can give them a little bit of a refund because of that, you know, because we got the product back. So that's how you're going to put your classes up. You're going to give them the URL. They're going to, and then the beauty of it is the tuition gets paid directly to you. So you're going to collect tuition directly from parents and then set up just a monthly payment for the support fee, the monthly per student month support.
I'm sorry, somebody else has a question, but what is the suggested monthly tuition?
So we suggest that for Presto, you charge $100 per student per month minimum. That's the minimum. Definitely go above that, but the minimum is 100 for Presto students. And then in Let's Play Music Studio, the minimum is that first year, the minimum is 60. The second year, the minimum is 70. And the third year, the minimum is 80.
Okay.
So you're welcome to go above that. Most of our teachers do go above that, but you're not to go below.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I was just going to say, Julie had a question in the chat. I'm going to answer Julie really quick. So do you know how many teachers are already in my area? I live in Orange County, California. Yes, Julie, I can pull up the teachers on a map. Right now in the Orange County area, are we talking, I'm not sure, is Orange County Southern California, correct? Southern California, we have probably about 6-ish teachers there right now that range from like San Diego through, let me pull it up on my map. 1 second here. Okay, so let's look at California here. So we've got probably, I was going to say we have teachers that are all the way up in Fallbrook, and which is north of San Diego. We have Oceanside, we have Carlsbad, we've got Encinitas, we've got San Diego. And then our a little bit north here, we've got like in Mission Viejo, we've got some teachers. We've got some teachers in Yorba Linda. And then we have a teacher up in Torrance, which is like north of Long Beach. And then one a little bit more inland at Riverside. So that kind of gives you an idea. Our teachers are kind of spread out there, but we do have a handful that are like in Oceanside, San Marcos, Carlsbad. We have probably about a handful there. Hopefully that answered your question. Cool. Let me know if you have more. Mayuka, any other questions that I can answer?
To have so let's say if I apply and I know I have to send video and you have to check about me and the stuff and I have to set up the studio, that's my responsibility. But after that, how long I and also I know I have to do training which I can do online too for free or something. So how long um after my responsibility is done, it's going to take to be able to teach.
Well, it really
Mhm.
depends on how quickly you recruit the students. So,
Right.
if you have a base, which it sounds like you kind of do with your background, if you have a
Mhm.
base, you can start teaching in as soon as probably 2 months. I would say by the time
Mhm.
you submit your application, and that's
Mhm.
working quickly, you're going to submit your application and then demo video. We have some onboarding, which is going to help you set up your classes and read through some modules and things like that. So I would say from the time you apply, a faster pace is about 2 months, meaning
Okay.
you've got everything set up and you're starting. We've got to ship the materials to you. You've got to recruit the students, and then you can start teaching. So
Right.
I would say 2 months, and then it
Mhm.
could be a little bit longer depending on how long it
So
takes to recruit.
do you can recommend where I can get those like a drum, like it's not included in the
Yeah,
thing?
we have links for all of the items that are not
Okay.
included. You're welcome
Okay.
to price around.
Hmm.
If you wanted to, get something on Facebook Marketplace, or if you
Hmm.
wanted to get something on Amazon, or,
Hmm.
you're welcome
Hmm.
to shop around. But we
Right.
provide at
Hmm.
least one link where you can get that item. And then if
I
you price around, you can.
do you have something to put on the wall, like to make it like it looks like a classroom?
Um, we do
Mhm.
have things that you can print. So like
Mhm.
if you can see in my background, these things up here on
Yeah.
the wall, we do
Mhm.
have items like that it's a digital file that you can have professionally printed, and
Mhm.
that you can hang in your studio. Yes.
I see. My last question is, so how long this discount, when do I have to decide to get this discount? I know it's not 1 year.
No, it's not 1 year. But I was going to say, if you can apply, I already know that you attended this webinar. So you're already going to get the 250 discount. Um,
Mhm.
and then we can waive the online fee. So if you can
Mhm.
apply within the next, by the end of September, then
Oh,
definitely
mhm.
honor this. After
Okay.
September, we'll probably have some other things going on, but a month should give you enough time to hopefully decide if this
Mhm.
is the right direction you want to take. And
Right,
then
right.
if it's not
Okay.
the right time, then
Mhm.
try again, starting in January, and see if we have some
Mhm.
promotions going on in January or February that might work
Okay.
as well.
Okay, great. Well, it's nice. It's not like right now, like tomorrow or
Yeah,
anything like that.
it's
Yeah,
a
okay,
big
good.
commitment. I
Okay,
would suggest though, like if you want to start teaching soon, it doesn't hurt
sure.
to fill out the application and get those demo video instructions, because
Mhm.
you're not signing anything, you're not paying anything. You can
Mhm. Mhm.
fill out the application, demo video, and interview without
Right,
without any money commitment at that point. So
right,
that
right,
will
right.
help get things going. And then if you decide,
Mhm.
this isn't right, that's okay.
Mhm.
Or if you're like, I'm totally in, then you can
Mhm.
start teaching, as early as October, if that's what you want
Mhm.
to do.
Mhm.
That would be great. Or you can use this time to recruit and start a class in
Mhm.
January. Either way.
It's up. Okay. So I thought about something. So what's the difference between online training, or I think there's like a Missouri, there's a Kansas City, there's a
Yes. So
right.
the online training is basically the same thing that we do in person. It is an
Mm-hmm.
8-hour training session, and our
Mm-hmm.
in-person trainings are also 8 hours. It's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
on the on that year curriculum, or Sound would train on their whole 6 semesters. Let's Play Music would train on the first year, and then Presto would train on that first year of Presto. So we have in-person trainings that are also on our website. We've got some that are here in Mesa, Arizona at our corporate office. We've got the Kansas City, Missouri, and then we've got one in Salt Lake City, Utah in June. You're welcome to the in-person one. The in-person is included in the licensing fees. So if you train online and you also want to come in person, you could do both.
I see.
You could do both and experience, oh, this is what it's like to have the energy, you know, when you're at a music concert, being live in the concert hall is totally different than watching it on TV, right?
Right.
The opportunity to experience both. You're very welcome to come to that training. It's included in your licensing fee.
Right. There's nothing like real people.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's about it.
Yes. Julie, do you have any other questions you want to type in the chat? I'm happy to answer them. If you guys need to go, again, you're welcome to email me or call. I'm happy to keep these questions going. As long as you have questions, I'm here to answer them. That's what this webinar is for. So
I think I like to just apply. But I have to know which I'm thinking which, you know, Let's Play Music or Presto. So I have to decide that first.
Yes. Yeah, you're going to want to decide which one you want to do first. And again, a couple of things I would factor into that. The first thing is the base that you already have. If you have a majority of the 7 to 12-year-olds, you might want to start with Presto. If you have the majority of the 4 to 6-year-olds, you might want to start with Let's Play Music. So I would look at that, and then I would look at the people that you know. You know, what ages are their kids? Because the best thing is if you've got a lot of kids who are, you know, 7 to 12, talk to those parents and say, invite a friend, bring a friend to sample class. You know, it's always more fun when you have your friends with you. So that's a way to help have parents help you recruit and have parents build your studio with you and partner with you.
Right. So you don't really do anything after kids become 12.
Right. At that point, they are ready for private lessons. We don't do any more group lessons. At that point, yeah, our curriculum ends at that age. And so you would send them either to private lessons or
I teach by myself or something. Okay. So I will I guess when I decide which program I like to, I will email you. What's the...
So I put the link in the chat for the application. If you are ready, you can totally email me, or you can also just apply. Just send in your application, fill that out. The link is right there in the chat. And you'll indicate on the application which curriculum you are interested in.
I see. Okay, got it. Yeah, I probably apply, but I just have to find. I know the Let's Play Music is good, but then I don't know. I don't want to wait 3 years to do, you know, Presto. So maybe I might do Presto first. I don't know. So I will. I know I might have to talk to you again. Yeah, and I will also talk to students, and I can also start recruiting people. So, yeah, great. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome to get started. I'd love for that to happen. I love the energy. That's great.
I'm stuck. I love to teach, but then each time, what should I teach today? Like, they're so smart, you know.
Yeah. And the nice thing about this is the lesson plans are already done. The outcomes are already recorded. The theory assignments are already done. The practice sheets of what to practice is already done. So it's all there for you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to figure it out every week. It's it's ready for you to just open up, study it, and present it.
Right. And I know I saw some video, but you do pretty deep music theory for young children.
We
So
do.
I was impressed. Yeah.
We do. And the beauty of it is they don't even know they're learning the deep music theory because we teach it through music. We teach it with our songs, with our lyrics, and they're fun
Mhm,
and they're catchy and they're just singing them. And you're thinking, do you
mhm,
realize what you know, what you're learning? And a lot of times they don't, but that's how we sneak it in. We sneak in those heavy, deep concepts in
mhm,
age appropriate, fun,
mhm,
playful
mhm,
ways
mhm.
so that the
Right,
kids don't even realize that they're learning some
right. That's
college
the
level type theory is what they're really getting.
I didn't learn when I was little. And do you also teach movable doll, right? It's not just the
Correct.
CDE's doll, right? Later on, it become a
People don't.
different. Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yes.
Yeah. That's important. Yeah. Great. Great. Great.
Yeah, we feel that that is a great way for kids to learn,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're moving from one key to another key.
Mm-hmm. And
Solo
also,
singing, that's
sorry,
great.
there's like some theory about like Eurythmic. I read the founder learned what it's called the real
Crows was
dark soul. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Dow Crows he did the School of Eurythmics. Yes. And we have philosophies from him, from that school in our, whether we use our full body to experience the beat.
Right.
Yeah, that's part of our curriculum. All of our
Mhm.
curriculum, sound beginnings,
Yeah,
let's.
that's great. No, I think I love that too. Okay, I think I love it. I just have to decide which one. So thank you.
I
And if
think
I
you
have
should do this. It sounds like you're really close. It sounds like you're going to do it. I'm so happy for you. It's going to be so much fun.
yes, I think so. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, and if I have question, I email you or call you or whatever.
Yep, absolutely. Look in the chat if you can, or reply to the Ask a Teacher emails that you got, and
Mm-hmm.
those will come directly to me. I'm happy to help. Julie, it sounds like with your questions too, you are really close to deciding, and I hope you do because it is a great program. It's a great way to earn money. It's a great way to get paid to play, which is exactly how I feel every time I teach a class. I go, I can't believe this is my life. It's so fun to get paid to play. So,
Okay,
you guys, I look forward to seeing your applications and
sure.
hearing you soon if you have more questions.
Thank you.
Yeah. All
Okay,
right. If you're all done, have a great day, you guys. Enjoy. Enjoy your weekend.
you too.